What's going on, big man? How are you?
Great, man. Great, man. How you doing, man? How was your weekend? How was your Christmas?
Everything was good. Blessed Christmas, had fun, enjoyed family. It's my first time doing Christmas in Texas, so that was different,
Okay.
away from my immediate family. But it was great, man. Everything went great, man. How
Amen.
about you?
Same here, man. I seen a post, man. A couple of my cats put up, and quite a few people was putting this post up. It said, "This ain't the Christmas to be happy for everything you got or getting it. This the Christmas to be happy for everything you have." And I was like,
Oh
"Wow,
man,
that was good, man.
that's
It was a
extremely
great.
good.
That was the truth. Yes, sir.
Operating in gratefulness. That's what's up, bro. How can we help
Yeah,
the people, man? What we on today?
man. Okay, yeah. Well, what we on, man? I think I want to tap into talking about New Year's resolutions, man.
Mm,
I know oftentimes we make New Year's resolutions, and for one odd reason or another, we tend to sway off them or not be consistent with them. And then, people even got to the point where they don't even make them no more. But I think New Year's resolutions is good, man. I think it's a good, way to try to reset, get on track, buckle down, kind of put yourself in check, kind of, focusing on you. That's what I like about New Year's resolutions. It's about basically about you doing something that you feel like you want to do to better yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I
yeah.
think that's a good topic today.
Sweet. Well, it's a lot we can dive into that because it's been like cliched because, like you said, so many people, some of us, all of us, have started a resolution and then we stop it after a certain period of time and then we do it again. And after so many years and decades, for some of us who are old enough, what we do is we stop that reality. And I wanted to jump in here and say, let's first define what having a New Year's resolution actually means. And it always goes back to the word. We're saying resolution. And the root word in resolution is resolute. And that's what I think people don't understand, or we all need to recomprehend. When you are resolute, that means you are absolutely unwavering and firm about this new mindset or new behavior
Hmm.
that you will have, and it's undeniable. So if that is our mindset going in, we got much more of a chance to actually execute. But if we just use New Year's resolution as a cute quote and really don't know the essence of the word, it's kind of easy not to put the effort involved
Right,
to the just the cliche of what we're saying.
right,
You know what
right.
I'm
That's
saying?
good, man. That's good. That's good, man. That even helped me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I mean, with me, man, this year, I always, my thing be grinding harder or, you know, different things like that. And man, just with the year being a little rougher, man, like like we were just talking about, just being happy for what you have and thankful for where you at. Even in just being here, you know what I'm saying? So this year, man, I'm gonna focus more on health, man. I want to focus more on health and family, and I just want to start eating better. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for sure that eating better will cause me to not have to work out as much. And with my
100%.
work schedule, I'm pretty consistent with working out, but I know I can be in a lot better shape if I just ate right. My nephews always be like, "Man, and you look good," or "You man, you work all hard, man." But you know what works better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the
Mm-hmm.
summertime, I have this thing like when it first get real hot outside, and my body can't really adjust to it. I really don't have no appetite. I just drink a lot of water all day. I just water, 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 water. And this past summer, I found myself I lost 11 pounds in 1 week just
Wow.
drinking water.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because I only ate once a day because it was so hot this particular week that I was just like on water, water. My body was just craving water. They say but the body 80% water anyway.
Yep.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So
Yep.
you can really survive off water and 20% food. And that's what we don't
Mm-hmm.
understand. We think that we need 3 square meals a day to eat, and we really don't. We overeat as Americans. And another partner of mine is a true testament to this. My man Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Rock went on a diet where he cut out lunch altogether. So where he um he eats steel cut oats in the morning. He
Mm-hmm.
don't eat nothing for lunch, and then he eat whatever he want for dinner. But his cutoff is early. And man, Rock lost a lot of weight and looked bigger and more cut just by cutting one meal out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Almost like an intermittent fasting, you know, intermittent fasting, you know.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's good stuff. So, you know, I like how you switch it over to, you know, we're talking about New Year's resolution, and you brought up one of yours, which is the eating and fasting. And that's so we can tailor this topic to be effective to people, because I think New Year's resolution in general is a good topic about being resolute and actually identifying if we actually need them because we haven't worked them in the past, or how to actually execute on it. But we even made it more of a niche to help the people. Let's use, and you can apply this to anything that you're working on, but let's use health and fitness, because that's usually what's common. And there's a lot of that can help us if we just talk through this concept about it. But before we get into like strategic practices that you can do, let me just say this. We said, if you just join us, that being New Year's resolution is about being resolute or being firm about a decision that you want to produce in your future. And there's something that's going to cause each of us, that's caused me in the past, to stop my commitment to the weeks at the gym, or my commitment to eating better or eating right. There's a couple things, but the one in particular is you're going to run into resistance. Like, it is expected that your body is going to respond to you like, no, we don't do this. And here's the reason why. I think if we understood that we are creatures that God made, that are made of not discipline, we use discipline and our willpower to create habits. And if your body is used to eating whenever it wants, if your body is used to being a little more, I'm going to say lazy, but not being offensive, but want to relax more than it should and not going to physical cardio exercise, we've trained it to do so. So it will fight us. It will fight our own mind. It ain't the enemy. It's what's in us that is used to a repetition of either laziness or bad eating. And so there are cravings that don't benefit us. And if you go on being aware of it, the question now is, okay, so how do I fix that? Because I want to be resolute. I want to lose this weight, or I want to do A, B, C, and D. Well, the thing is, you have to intentionally go into frustration, knowing that we are on the verge of trying to create a new habit and a new routine, that if we do it long enough and often enough, that it will become natural to us, and we will be craving for that reality, if that makes sense.
Right. And I think one of the key things to resolutions is your surroundings, man. You know,
yes.
If you got to surround yourself by situations and people and things that's going to allow you to, you know, accomplish your New Year's resolution. You know, if your thing is, I want to be more positive, I want to be more happy, but you steady talking to gossipers or negative people, or people that want to get on the phone with you and talk about all their problems, or tell you about what so-and-so doing, you know, that stuff that's going to put you in a place where it's not going to keep you in a happy spirit. And a lot of times we lean to doing that because we feel like, man, sometimes people just need a listening ear. You know what I'm saying? And they just need to vent and they need to get off. And that's cool, you know, but you give people, you know, maybe you say, I'm gonna give my man over here one time, or I'm gonna give this guy one time. But to have that as a consistent thing going on, that can really throw a resolution off too and damper some things. You know, you got to put yourself in a position where you find yourself being able to succeed at what it is your resolution is. So you got to look, you kind of almost got to pre-prep, you know. And see, that's the thing. We jump off into these resolutions saying we're going to do them at the first of the year, when we should be starting in October, November. We should start prepping ourselves going into this thing as to what it is that we want to change and start working towards that thing. So you just ain't like dead stopping. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It ain't too many people got discipline to dead stop and change something in the drop of a dime, you know?
That's good. That's good. You naming some hot stuff. So we basically now itemizing this. So surroundings or environment is absolutely key, because we all are shaped by what we are aware of, or the environment or the spirit or the atmosphere. If you're around a bunch of people who are not trying to work on their health, or not trying to grind, or whatever it is that we're trying to be resolute about, then you're going to adapt to the surroundings that you're in. If everybody's around me chilling, nobody wants to get up and go grind it out, then we're going to chill as well. So it's
Right.
always be good to get in communities or get in environments that people are motivated to do the thing that you wish to have. And
Right.
oftentimes that's been surrounded by people who already are executing and where
Right.
it's the norm for them to go to the gym. Like, what
Right.
group can I get in to get a group chat in? Like, what time we hitting the gym, or what time we doing this, or what time we, you know, and so it's like being intentional. And this is what we add our, you know, I think you said something, you can tell me on this cliche you get, like, if we do something, if we do one thing, like God, if God wakes us up, then we have to do the rest or something.
Oh,
like
oh, when I say God did his best, now we got to do the rest. God did his
Exactly.
best by giving us another shot at waking us
Exactly.
up to get things right and on the
Right.
right track. So we got to do the rest. You know,
Right.
we
And so,
we find ourselves in a position where we over expect out of God too.
yeah, no, yeah, we're on the same page. Over expecting out of God, thinking, oh, he gonna do it, or even just giving it up to time. I'll do it one day. So the New Year's resolution is the yearly recount. It should be every day, every hour, another opportunity to execute. But we all got this universal mind that a new year is a repeat of a rhythm. We're gonna go back through 4 seasons. We're gonna go through a whole 365 days. And so it's like, I want to be different. So let's take this opportunity. And this is not condescending, because I need to also get back on the gym. But I know that as I am slowly changing and slowly triggering, that I'm up against a fight. So not only is this the surroundings, which is number one, you pointed out, it's about going through the expected frustration to get my body to be reminded that it needs to have physical resistance, or that it needs to eat things that are good for it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going in expecting opposition. I'm going in expecting the things that I've trained over these last 365 days to fight me, right? And not thinking, no, I can't do it because I don't want to. It's a feeling that's baked inside of me that I put there. And so when I'm going towards this frustration, it's easier for us to be resolute and not be thrown off by the resistance that usually stops us.
Right, right. You can have whatever you want, man. It's about what you're willing to do to have it. You know, what you're willing to sacrifice, what you're willing to give up, you know, what you're willing to give, you know. So that's the whole thing. You know, that what we got to understand is people, you know, you can have whatever it is. We tend to make excuses as to why we didn't succeed, why we didn't do this, why we didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And then we tend to look, you know, like I was talking to my man this morning, you know, I say, man, now I got a little arthritis in my shoulders. I got heel spurs. They say I got scoliosis in my back. They don't want me lifting nothing. I said, man, but if I sit around and I keep thinking of listening to all the reports that these doctors giving me and not having the faith in, you know, what God gave me, which is the ability and the will to do, then I would sit down and just roll over and say, you know what, man, I can't do it, bro. You know, it's too much. I got too much going on with my body. But it just ain't in me, because I done watched God do so much, and my faith has elevated so much. And I know, you know what I'm saying? Do I take the doctor's report seriously? Yeah. Do I do stuff, you know what I'm saying, and use a little, you know what I'm saying, of my mindset of understanding what the doctor's report is with it? Yeah, I do. Because, you know what I'm saying, you can't be a fool. You gotta say use wisdom in everything you do. So I'm wise about the things I do, and I just don't overexert, you know, when I go to lifting certain things. But I can't just sit down and just, you know what I'm saying, use that as an excuse to say, well, okay, if everything fall apart, you know, I got a logical excuse as to why it happened. The doctor said I can't do this. Yeah. Man, come on, man. That's making an excuse as to why you a failure.
Exactly. That goes back to the surroundings. And even though sometimes we give too much value, too much credence and authority to even what the doctors say, right? And it's easier to use the doctor because of how, you know, we've been trained and conditioned, but science also needs to prove itself. It makes no sense for me not to exercise the thing that's trying to stricken itself within my body, and then therefore make it easier for me to just relax. No, I have opposition. We were made to push through. We were made to persevere. We were made to go through frustration. So, you know, you got to check all your surroundings. You could be your mom, it could be your dad, it could be your spouse, it could be your doctor. If they're telling you something that's in opposition to the thing that you can imagine that's better in your future, you have to challenge that. And because what it would do is it will shape your reality. And just because that's their prognosis don't mean that I have to agree with it. Yes, I know that I may have to go through that battle, like you said, or there are precautions, but no, we have to understand to be resolute, we have to be firm and unwavering. And that's against whoever speaks against what we want to have in life. So we have to go into this new year being resolute about, we have to audit everybody who talks to us. I have to audit everybody who talks to me. I have to audit my own body talking to me, telling me it don't feel like it. As a conscious and aware person that has the creative power of God, opposition will come. But the only way that we push through, the only way that we're inspired by anybody is we're attracted to their discipline. We're attracted to their work ethic. We're attracted to their never give up attitude. And those are the things that we need to acquire in our own body. And so we're planting this seed so we all can be aware, like, hey, we got to go through a fight. This is a fight. We got to be resolute. You don't have to be resolute about something that comes easy. Something, the enemy is coming to fight you. And we have to take a position that we are going to execute irregardless to how we feel, our surroundings, or whatever it is that's going to hinder the process.
That's good, man. And we're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up, man. Keep it short and simple. So listen, and what we got to understand most importantly, first and foremost, is it's a lonely walk. You got to tap into yourself. You got to figure out everything it takes to make you move and how bad you really want something and what you're willing to do to have it. And if you're looking for other people's support, you in trouble and you doomed from the start. You got to tap into you. You got to find you. You got to, man, I was talking to a cat this morning and God gave me a word for him and I was kicking it with him, man. And God told him, man, listen, you got to work on you. You got to build you up. You got to make sure your esteem is where it's at. So when you look in the mirror at you, you can say, you know what? I'm proud of the man I done became. I'm proud of the man God done brought me to be. Everything you want to do, you know what I'm saying, as far as the resolution starts with you. You got to resolute it within you to become whatever it is you're reaching for. So it ain't going to be easy and it ain't going to be happy sometimes. Everything that you need to do to better yourself ain't going to always make you smile. When you curl that weight, when you burn the muscles up to build them, it hurt. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't move your arm. When you get away from toxic people, sometimes it may be people that's close to you that you got a lot of love for, but they don't mean you no good. But what we got to understand about love and life is anybody that's good for you, gonna make sure they bring some joy to your life and bring blessings to your life. The person that you may love, if they toxic, they toxic. You know what I'm saying? You can't hold on to people like that. You got to move them people to the side because the devil gonna use that very person to keep you where they want you, where he wants you at. So we just got to understand and look around us and start just slowly nipping at them things that just ain't no good for us because, hey, we don't know how much time we got. And we don't want to have a life full of what ifs. So, you know, that's pretty much, you know, all I got to say, man, on my end, as far as, you know, the resolution, man, you got to tap into you.
Yeah. Man, I think that's wonderful. If I had to wrap it up, my end to add value, again, this is Raps willingly responding as people should. And all we're trying to do is give you nuggets as to how to fight back so you can be, do, and have whatever it is that you desire. And we try to be as transparent as possible to let you know that we all in this fight together. We all go through struggles. We ain't in here condescending or looking down. But we gave 4 keys that I think that you can take to try to kind of think about. To maintain your New Year's resolution, number 1, it's all about your surroundings. Who are you connected to? Being in the right environment. So that means connecting to the right group of people to help you and find your trigger, or that means disconnecting from the wrong people. It's about who's around you. Number 2 is that you have to expect to go through a level of frustration because at the end of the day, as Cal just said, you fighting yourself. We're fighting our own our own habits, our own behaviors, the things that we've trained this body to do. We are fighting that thing, our cravings. And so that ain't nobody else's fault. That's what we baked inside of us by what we were aware of and what we accepted. Number 3, it's about preparation. And that's more clearly saying in something like trying to eat right and things of that nature. You have to prepare because when you get back into the normal rhythm of your day, if you didn't, for example, bring food with you to eat, then it's easy to just say, I'm so busy. I'm going to just go do this. I'm going to go eat this A, B, C, and D. And therefore, again, you haven't placed yourself. I haven't placed myself with the right preparations to fight against the thing that's drawn me back to my old habits. And then the last one will be a plan of action. Again, you have to have a plan in place to act on the things that's going to produce the end result that we have. We all got this battle. We all got this fight. We hope that you can take some of this and respond accordingly and use it to apply it, because, you know, so many of us have made these resolutions, including myself, and we just back off of them. And there's reasons, and we can use these to execute and make it better.
That's good. Well, that's a wrap.
Yes, sir, man. That's a wrap, man. Listen, we're sticking to it. Every Mondays, our goal is to be live at 8 a.m. in the morning. We are a little late, but we didn't want that to stop us. So try to visit us back here, like the page, share the telecast, and maybe they help somebody. I'm gonna put notes in the description too, so you can get the notes that we went over today. Our 4 points that we added value. So we love you guys, and we'll see you in a minute.
Much love. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Amen.